Okay. I didn't just find this really cool world. Personally, I do find it cool. And as you can see, that's a door, three doors from the Signalis game, but whatever. I just want to tour this world because it's so cool. And I think the best part is this. Well, one of the best parts, at least. You can put in YouTube videos, chill here with with your friends. I mean, it might be a little hard to see the screen, but who cares? That does not matter. It's just cool. That is that one room in near the metro. I remember that from when I played it. We can change the volume of this. Can't hear it. Now you can. And it's very loud. A plushie. And yeah, I don't have a VR headset. We've got markers, or pencils, whatever you want to call them. And yes, they are pencils. The hell am I saying? Draw stuff. You can, maybe if you're on the VR headset, draw on this canvas. Draw. It's not even on the thing. We've got the ability to change into Signalis avatars here, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm already Falk, as you can see. Got a Yule poster. A nice salute. We got the gun range, and we have an NPC here. Well, yeah. It's Storch. She's pretty tall, but I'm also tall because I'm Falk. I was in this world the other day with a friend of mine, and we went to this gun range. We discovered that we could, like, shoot each other and actually, like, eliminate each other. As if it's like a PvP thing. This gun. The Iron Horn. The revolver that I used against Falk. This gun I didn't use that much in the game. According to memory, at least. You should look at my playthrough for it. Can't talk to her. She has a stun baton. Oh, she kicked me away. I did not know she would do that. That is a new discovery. And this, I believe, is just like the game. Storch. The ones with the shields. What else? Another room. with the tarot cards. That is Lover's card, I believe. Then you have the Moon, the Sun, Death, I forgot what this was, but I would just call it Stars. The Moon. I remember the puzzle that I did in the game, and the Tower, I believe. I needed these cards to figure out that one puzzle right before the final boss. A mug. Okay. Another room. We've got the chips. 2 forms of chips. Potato chips. And then you have the potato chips that you cook with dipping sauces. Okay. Rations. I would rather take this. Unless these are the rations. If so, they are eating quite well in the nation. That is like the save point. Pretty cool. We've got... That looks like, I forgot what her name was. The character we play as. Elster, yeah. Elster. Now... Oh yeah, the creator of this world. You good. Pretty cool. Can't go through here. But I can go into here. Change certain settings. Got the repair patches and that one better healing item. Nice. Good to know. Got another unit of the nation here. I think... I forgot what unit name they have. Unfortunate though. I would like to try the cargo lift. If I have something to put in it. More settings. I'm floating right here. Up, up, up. Over this way. Can I go through there? But I can go this way. Then the first thing you probably see is a meat patty to make a burger with. Uh, there you go, a burger is made. I will leave it on the grill. It won't burn. I think I do remember that. Is this another... No, it's not. This is... I could change into miner. That is... one of the bosses that I fought. I love the sound of their weapon. The sound of their weapon is, for some reason, very pleasing to hear. More plushies. Forcefully gripped one. Have a nice rest. Nothing here. More chips though. Basically, to me, all of this looks just so cool. I did make this world, my home world, on VRchat, and look, there's me, Falk. The Great Revolutionary, as people would call her. Don't know what that is. Here's another room, a dorm room, I believe, where the units get to lay down together. They did make a fortress. Nice and cozy. That is... what is that? Looks like a bird, a crow. More tarot cards. Got the sun again. The mirror is pretty cool. Yeah. There is me. There I am. Don't know about the former statement, that sounded weird. You are to cease development and transition to essential functions while Aeon, if I pronounce that correctly, decides on how to repurpose the station. Remaining replicas will be reassigned shortly, so sit tight until then. A Storch writ that, I believe. Or wrote. They're not English. Another room. A rare unit. With their little hat. To change into that. Why not? Said I wasn't going to do it, but might as well. The radio module. Something that was very helpful in the actual game. It helped me get rid of those Calibri units. Those cabbage looking things that went wild. It also helps you figure out safe codes. Since I don't have the advanced functions of a VR headset, I just throw that radio into the void. All I can really do is hold it. And that would play when the game would show you a hint to the code for the secret ending, which I am yet to make a video on, to be honest. I feel like I want to, but lately things have been just grey, on my end at least. That is Ulster, right? Again. I suppose it is. Yeah, I was in there. What about over here? I was here, right? Yes, I was. Let's go down. I like that it has the interaction prompts as well. Very SIGNALIS. And we're back here. Out of curiosity. It doesn't let me shoot her, which is fair enough. She's a nice person. Maybe she's not. Where did I put here? There. But yeah. I like this world. Worthy of being a home world for when spawning into VRchat. Oops. That's better. Ulster at a save point. Whoop. That's gone, unless I reload the world. Oh. Another world. I will not disable NPCs. So this was that one school sequence that showed Alina Sayo being bullied, I believe. But it was also the POV of... I forgot her name. I'm forgetting many names. The POV of Issa. Right now this world is very loud. Wait, do I click on the doors? I guess I don't. So over there was Issa Ito. And then I went this way to Alina Sayo being bullied. Or... I'm forgetting the characters' names. The wife of Elster. I think they wore these masks because she was a bioresonant and they didn't want her, like, put it in a childish way, they didn't want her cooties, pretty much. At least I assumed this was the case. Or at least they wore these things for the intimidation factor. No wonder why she hated pretty much everything. Let's see. Anything else? Don't think there is. But I can stare at you, weirdly. We do have the background. The backdrop. Just like in the actual game. This is also the angle of a YouTube video that I know of. But yeah. I wonder what other worlds there are. Here we are again, in another world. It's the one room from the one sequence after getting the thing from the box, from the butterfly box. It's the first usage of the radio module. It has another video player. You can put in a YouTube video if you like, or just some music. Chill in here with your friends, just talking while this plays. It may not be in this painting, but it's the shore of Oblivion. I remember that. Then the tome, as Elster called it, of the King in Yellow. Now I think this book is an actual book in real life, but if it's not, then I am just stupid. I may or may not read it someday if it's real. Got the doll pieces that I needed to progress through nowhere. That's what it was called. There is Falk again. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. Rot. And I think this is where we are. I can go outside. That is where you would start after interacting with the butterfly box properly. Going this way. And I mentioned not to interact with this just yet. Well, I don't really mention because I didn't really record my voice for it. You had to put in a code or dial the radio to a specific frequency and watch the music go up. And then you'd be back in the storeroom where the butterfly box is. This is also pretty cool. No chips this time though. That is unfortunate. Veneta, one of the other regions or whatever. A star unit. Storage unit. No, those are the ones with the shields. Those are just... No, these did use shields as well. Gotta love getting so many things wrong. Very nice. Speaking of the butterfly box, I do remember it leading to this. There is no one in the rear car. Diane? I believe that's how you say it. But it looks like the building is on fire. Destroyed, almost. Right front, transit. Right front, not front. This is where what's her name would be. I still can't remember her name, which is ironic. Especially with the ending I got. Operation Penrose. The ship that Elster and what's her name was on. I would just call her Elena. Elena Sayer. Nothing else here, really. But the outside. The never-ending buildings flying across the view. And now this is the shore of Oblivion. It is just like the game. But first, I believe back here there was something that you could examine. I wonder if they have it here. Doesn't look like it. Can I crawl underneath? No, I can't. It would be funny if I could. Just hide there from other players. And they would discover me like a gremlin Easter egg. It's quite the view. It's very otherworldly, I would say. Even just a view of the vast ocean. The vast, dark ocean. There is something spazzing out everywhere. Might be just a map. And, of course, the notes that are scattered everywhere. Those who sing the same song have heard it in their dreams, a dark tone. At the edge of hearing, a silent voice, whispering to my heart. Come and join us, together we will be eternal. There is no escape, we will be one. But I fear the dark sea that will swallow me. Yeah, I arranged reading these notes to be sort of out of sync on purpose. Though that might throw some people off. And they might think it's an editing error. I could read it, actually. Something old, far older than humanity, sleeps deep below the ground. Those of us who can hear its call in the night, an invitation. An ocean of memories where I ends and we begin. Compared to the actual sequence in the actual game, we are not on a time limit. It's VRchat. Okay, this is awkward to read, cause great holes secretly are digged where Earth's pores ought to suffice, and things have learned to walk that ought to crawl. We should have left the primordial soup. Only through death can I escape the call of the... Wait. The call of the who rules above all life. Okay. It's also another note over here. And it just says kill me. Over and over. Sort of a Doki Doki literature club moment. Toggle the music. Can't really interact with the boat properly. Interacting with it would make you progress. Let's go over here. I cannot go over there. The rocks have collision, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I can't go further beyond this point. I wanted to look over there through that gap. But, yeah. Pretty cool. Another world. It looks familiar. Of course it does. We could go through the hole. Right into this place. Where a message is, or was, going to be sent. Got the painting of the shore of Oblivion and the Isle of the Dead. And then I believe the secret ending puzzle, which you have to do throughout the game by getting certain key items. The king in yellow. I cannot go through, but I do recall at the end you would go through here and go toward the final boss. You'd be in the save room, and in that room I kinda couldn't arrange my weapons and such properly. Since there is... Yep, there we go. And now we can go up. see what's up there, and just fall through the steps. In between, for lack of a better word. Whoa, okay. That was my bad. Here we are. The vast red plain of whatever the hell this place is. You could consider it abyssal. Got the red gate where Elster approached Adler, and Adler tried to pretty much kill her, I would say, but she was the one that brought the gun to the fight. Then just left him there to grovel. Then Elster proceeded to head toward Ariane. That's her name. I remembered. Ariane Young, I believe. Now, what is on these pillars? Certainly not men, but other symbols. It's quite a distance away, but so many pillars. I wonder what they all meant, if at all. This is the Penrose crashed into whatever place this is. "512. It was the 12th of May before, but now it's July. And of course, we saw this in the fake ending cutscene, where it bamboozled us. It would trick new players to this game, making them think that they got a bad ending. But if you press begin, the game quite literally continues. We're inside the Penrose. It's got the props. As you can see, this is the state of it near the end of the game, actually, compared to what it's like at the start of the game. Oh, a friend of mine just joined. Can't go through this door. But you can go through here. The shore of Oblivion. Again, painted by Ariane. But we also have the Isle of the Dead in a more better quality compared to the previous world. The room full of radiation leaking out. This is where Elsa would see herself and claim that she couldn't keep the promise or something, according to memory. And I believe that is ending specific. Or I might be wrong there, who knows. Is this Schubert Serenade the ending song? It's a very romantic one. This is where you would find Ariane. You would either just get a considerably or maybe subjectively bad ending and have Elster just lay next to her here. Or Ariane would remember who Elster is and tell her to, well, kill her in another ending. But there is a secret ending that I'm going to do that I'm, in fact, blind to, actually. Thankfully. Penrose. Yeah, I believe that concludes everything. I don't know if there are other Signalis worlds on VRchat. Maybe there are. I could look for them, but I consider this a fulfilled tour, pretty much. But yeah, I thank you for watching.